welcome to Options Trading Pilot. This is your chief trading pilot. So are we crashing? I don't know. Friday was crazy, right? That big candle that we're seeing, as you see on my screen on the NQ, that's if you notice, how many times has that shown up, right? So it happened here. The last time we had a similar candle was on the 5th. You can argue that perhaps this candle over here or this candle on 610 was similar, but this was a big candle. Notice that the volume was higher than normal. And so I fully expect to revisit. We're below this key structure here. We should at least, it needs to hold right here, but gosh, I don't see how it's going to hold. I think it might drive through here. We'll see what happens today at the open. So today's Monday. Notice that there was a big candle here on 517, and it kind of gave us a rounded bottom and it gave us a little pop. There is some argument that that can happen. If you notice, a lot of governments are starting to print, like China, starting to print a little easing. I know the comments on Powell were were taken as pretty stern on Friday, and hence the market really dipped after that. What's funny is that had he been a little softer on that, we would have gotten that same candle, but to the top side, because it needed to challenge that 13.6, 13.700 number, and then perhaps visiting this top side. So I think I'm leaning for the next couple of days to see a little more difficulty, and then perhaps we get that push up. This leg down is pretty interesting because we thought we were going to get that fifth leg up. This is the fourth leg and have it move up. We're below, some of the key market structures now. The only hope is that it holds below this one here, so that we don't visit the lower ones, which was here at 11.8, 14.01. So I'm bearish for the week, with some hope that we find a bottom and we make it look more like this candle than perhaps this candle with some more. But well, we'll know today. You'll see. Let's review the ES. ES, so those that don't know, that's the futures of SPY, and that one is down 0.89, and we're right below this key structure, and there's really nothing really holding us up at this point until probably we go here, 38.97, 3900. So that's a pretty big drop that we would expect. Maybe we get some small support here. So let's bring up the volume profile to kind of get an idea if there is support at these prices. I'm going to add that volume profile. Okay. So notice we're on the downhill side on the volume profile. So really the only chance is right around 39.64, 39.70. So let's see if we can get that going. Let's go over to the NQ just to make sure, and then we'll take a look at oil. Yeah. So notice we're below this key structure here, this volume profile peak. We're likely to get here to 11.970. So yeah, just pretty bearish overall for the week. Play your puts, profit. I hope Friday was nice for you. It was pretty nice for us. I took profits a little earlier and I wasn't as greedy as I should have been. So if we break the key market structures, then that would be very telling, like as far as in daily, to be a little greedier. All right. You guys have a great day. I hope that helps. One thing to really look at is because China has been so forthcoming here lately, that maybe we get FXI to move up. That would be interesting, right? Because it goes counter and the US may follow. So China may actually pull us out, even though there's no business for us to get out of what we're seeing. But China is seeing a lot of easing. And so we are, look, if it gets over here, 31.86, then there's really nothing stopping. I guess you can use this as a resistance point at 34.49, but look at the pressure to hold that price. I mean, it's interesting that it's been holding it there for a little bit. So on the weeklies, um, we might experience here, but there's according to this line 34.31 is kind of like a sticking point, but the volume profile is telling us otherwise. So here and then perhaps here. So that's a nice gain. So FXI and QFXI looks possibly like it wants to break out. Notice there's a kind of a 1, 2, and if it gets up here and passes that W pattern, will be confirmed, and then we should be able to see this up here. So a little bit of a mixed bag, but just stay on your toes. If this pushes down at the open, then we're likely to see really like a nice move down, and then perhaps we find the bottom, get to the top. All right, you guys have a great week trading. We'll see you before the week is over again, so stay tuned. Options Trading Pilot.com.